On the lane, your legs lift, land in a light vibe. To find the love of the right kind. How y'all doing tonight? Woo, yeah. Woo. I will tell you, I'm doing too well because the number of sexy women in this place is above my threshold, and I am liable to make irresponsible decisions. I perceive more miraculous anomalies in one nanometer of your anatomy than in the nativity. Never have I felt an affinity so near infinity. My mind is a magazine and you, an Emmy nominee. Nominally amazing. In every manner you can manage, I am a man enamored of your image, even imagining your memories. Your beauty damning, demanding the dream of Maman. It is mildly maddening. Being mentally unemancipated from the energy you emanate, trapped in your very memory, meaning with the best of amenities. As an important emissary imprisoned with no indemnity, appoint me to serve you, saying namaste on my knees. I'd admonish your enemies and nemesis, man endemic emergencies. Madame, allow me to be with you intimately. Woo. That's the poem. So I love a beautiful woman. There is something that is magnificent and miraculous about it, and I will say it because I am proud of it, and I hope it doesn't come off as toxic masculinity. Personally, my masculinity is non-toxic, meaning ladies, if you happen to swallow my masculinity, there's no reason to call the CDC. It's completely safe. Go ahead.
Get it.
So, there's a lot of musicians in here. Let's make some noise, musicians. Woo! All right, so that was weak. Everybody who's not a musician, make some noise for the musicians. Woo! I love music, right? And I love harmony. I love love, ironically. And I love the harmony of love. You are my instrument. Not of the fashion that you might imagine in a laboratory, although we do experiments. You lie upon the bed, it's a studio of down and linen. You are beginning a stretch, arching your spine, arching the lines and the curves leading to those nerves most sensitive. Your body's now tuned, and now the sense of this. You invite me to a session to pluck on the smooth ivories of your flesh, and I accept it. My fingers brush along you, and your breath becomes staccato. And a shot of excitement now rises back up my digits, and I rise rigid in response. Now ready to play my song, stroking your skin like keys, gently press and release as you relax in the sheets and your breath escapes sweetly. This first note sets the key for my piece, and the measure repeats at the tempo you're breathing. Sliding my hand from your thigh to your waist, maintaining the pace of your heart in ecstatic percussion. You exhale the notes I intend in concurrence, composing a romantic melody, unwritten but not ephemeral, etched into my memory. The music amuses me. You're my muse for the mood, and we are moved to make many more movements in memory of the previous. And I begin to feel mischievous.
Yes.
And for just a moment, increase my speed as you heave your chest and leave me just the slightest smile. The song has no genre and no inspired by a similar symphony. It is no cover being performed, simply performed under covers. This is sheet music, a soundtrack of a sweet fusion, a passionate piece, both piano and forte. My forte is foreplay, followed by conducting my fourths, orchestrating a course of unforgettable voiced moans. But I do not compose alone. My bass and your treble and decibel levels now level. We produce incredible chords, and as always, your sound astounds me. The song breaks down, and I move along your sharps and flats, producing melodic gas as my finger taps middle C. This key producing a pitch purely pleasurable that leaves your lips, so I persist with this for just a measure more than trace your lips to the note of G. I toy with the key until the gleeful note leaves your throat, and the bass drum beating in your chest still heaving is audible above your gasping and breathing. Your hands measure the bar of my staff. My fingers tremble away from your cleft and is quietly agreed upon to re-establish a base. The score completes and the ambience in place. I climb above you, I look into your face, and we share a gaze for several moments of near silence, starkly contrasted against the concert only moments ago performed. But all good concerts deserve an encore. We finished making music, now it's time to make love. So, I love making love to a woman with words and thoughts alone. I love the idea of connecting on that mental level. It astounds me how deeply you can penetrate another with only vocalizations. I want to drain you down like you were dining with Dracula, until you feel vacant like your volume or vacuous. I want to introduce an interlude to interact with inner you, because I'm intelligently into you and immersed in this interlude. My curiosity is aroused by your philosophy and the vast sea of possibility. That's exactly what I have to see. Now pulled in by a gravity and enchanted by a hand unseen so magically, my mind reminds itself to shy from fantasy. Because I'm damned to be too deeply driven to the mind of like a kindred, I get hindered in the search yet in discovery, get a second wind. Barely over the seconds in, yet to begin, this stage is first initial work in spoken word or vocal bridges now traversed. I'm ever cursed with the worst of sin, the common tendency of man to venture into lands having not conquered that where you began, but rather try to find in minds what we can bind back to ourselves, because you're my mirror differential to reflect on me through someone else.
Yeah.
Have a good night.